Hi, I'm Kobe Swackhammer, and I'm exploring my identities today. Um, from the social identity wheel, I think my three most important identities are my age group, being a young adult, my physical ability, which is being athletic and being an athlete, and then my developmental ability with having a learning disability. Um, the two most important identities that I've I think are most important to me are being an athlete for one. Ever since I was a young boy, I've always played sports. I mean, I every sports that was in season that season, I picked up that ball and went outside and played. It didn't matter if I had somebody to play with; it was just me. Um, but being an athlete definitely has some positive and negatives to it. Some of the positives are I'm always in shape. There's never really an off season, especially in a college sport. But there was never an off season when I was in high school because I went from one sport to the next. Um, and the thing now, one of the big positives that I look forward to is I get to play the sport I love every fall, and I get to work on it and improve my game each and every off season. The negatives are it takes up a large portion of your time. You got to be willing to not have as much free time as you probably want to. Um, and there's also being getting your typical stereotype of being a dumb jock, which can really hold you down. But you gotta look at it and be like, hey, I can do other things and besides just play sports. My other identity with my learning disability was I had a learning disability and it was found when I was in first grade because I was struggling with some reading exercises in my class, and I they found once they found out the problem, they realized that I had a um, processing problem, and that's why I was struggling with reading and everything. Some of the positives of having learning disability, one of the big things I look at was once I was diagnosed with a learning disability, I had to learn that I had to work a lot harder than some of my peers because it didn't come to me as easy. So I gained a great work ethic from that. Another thing, some of the negatives is it takes me longer to complete easier tasks than my peers, and I've learned to overcome that and just take it with a grain of salt and just go with it. But it also takes me longer to take tests and quizzes, which can also be kind of embarrassing when you're in a class full of a bunch of kids. But you just gotta learn and be like, hey, that's how I learned. So I'm just gonna take my time and get it done. And the last thing, what I hope to learn about my identities in this class is I know I'm gonna have to put my work ethic to the test when I have quizzes like the journals and stuff for the class, and I'm ready to take that on. And with my learning disabilities, it's every semester, each course I have to learn, and it's no different with this course. I'm gonna have to learn to make a couple of accommodations for myself and how to work with this class and how to work with my writing or with my skills, and just go with it. And that's all I got for you.